What is up, my flockers? Got a video here for you today. I'm going to be showing off my Marvel Grails Funko collection. It's one of my prized setups in my basement. It was the first kind of collection theme that I was driving towards over the past year, and I'm excited to show you guys. So let's get right into the video. Alright, first off, before I even get into the Funko Pops, I gotta give a huge special shout out to T-Shack21. As you see to the right of me here, or your left, or however that's gonna look on your screen, he sent me a mic to be able to do some of these videos. I understand and I know that my sound quality hasn't necessarily been the best, so he sent this along hoping to make it improve. Hopefully by keeping it, this close, it is better, but we're going to continue to improve every video. But let's get right into the Marvel Grails Funko Pop. Super excited about this. So I'm going to try to keep them in like kind of the lines of the lines like the movie title, and walk through them. So first one up is Iron Patriot. Look at that bad boy right there. So Iron Patriot was obviously in Iron Man 3. Now that I think about it, was it Iron Man 3? Yeah, it was Iron Man 3. I love this Funko Pop. I love the red, white, and blue on that guy, so I had to grab him. So staying in the same line of Iron Man 3, I have Mr. Iron Man himself. So you got his suit from Iron Man 3. I can't remember which suit this was, which mock it was, but I thought this one was super awesome. This box is in awesome condition, and it was something when I saw it, I knew I had to have it in terms of the lines of guys that I'm collecting. War Machine, while it's not that pricey of a pop, it's one that continues to kind of escape me for the price that I'm looking to get it for. So I still need to get him. I want to add him to this overall statue that you usually see behind me of Marvel Funko Pops. I'll put up prices of what the value of some of these things are going for today as well throughout the video, just so you can get an idea. So the next pop that I'm going to throw up here doesn't really go with a specific line because it's the only one, well it does, but it's the only one I have that goes in what I consider my Marvel Grails collection. Granted, that's my opinion of what Marvel Grails are. You might have your own opinion. This is my opinion of my Marvel Grails that are, I think, rare, up there in price, and some of the best out of the Marvel lines that they've done. So
yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
this one is the Asia exclusive glow-in-the-dark Thor from Avengers Infinity War, which this I got from the Chicago Comic-Con right before COVID had hit, and they no longer have been doing Comic-Con since. I saw this guy, got a great deal on him. That was one of the fun things about going to Comic-Cons. Vendors were willing to kind of bargain with you, as opposed to some of the things that posted online now. Some people just aren't willing to, like those vendors were. So I got him. I had him posted up on my dashboard. My wife went with me. I was sitting in the passenger seat, had him posted up with a couple others I grabbed on the dashboard, just staring at me for my entire ride back from Chicago. So he's super cool. I love the way that he glows. This is one of my most favorite scenes of any Marvel movie, when he comes in with Stormbreaker. In Wakanda, and that scene just always gives me chills. Like I cheer and like scream every time I see that scene. So this was a really cool one to add to the collection. I have two that come from a very similar, that come from the same line that I think are considered Marvel Grails that I was glad to grab. So the first one being the Nick Fury from the original Avengers. This one was a really cool one to be able to add to the collection. Nick Fury not necessarily is not necessarily one of those guys that I try to collect heavily or that is one of my favorites, but he's such an iconic piece of the whole Marvel Avengers storyline, and even continuing on after Avengers into the new Spider-Man, that it's hard to not have him in your collection. Now, what I will say is, when I first started out collecting, my I guess the best way to describe it is my OCD around how well the boxes were maintained was a little bit lower. Now my standards are a little bit too high or off the roof. So this one here has got a little bit of a stain up there on the top, also a little bit of a scratch on the window, but still decent condition, still an awesome one to have in the collection for being such an old pop. The other one that I have, and I might have shown this in another video, but it's part of the Marvel Grails, is the Iron Man from the first Avengers movie as well. This box, compared to that one, is almost in pristine condition. There's a few tiny little noticeable things, but as a collector, this is one that you definitely want to have on display in your collection in terms of, you know, the overall condition of it. Super cool to have this one in the collection, and especially for, like, I think I got it for 75 bucks. So super. It's one of those pops, right? When you see a deal like that, you got to grab it. So that's one portion of the line, and now I'm going to get into my favorites of the Marvel collection, which is the Captain Americas. These are some of my treasured grails of Captain America. I'm missing a couple. I'm trying to go for the Captain Americas that are related to the movies. I don't really have much of a tie to the Captain America from the comic books. There are some grails out there of Captain America that are very pricey, but those are ones that are not necessarily aligned to the movie. So I think I'm missing one or two from the movie grails, or what I would consider grails. So I'll finish that one day. So first one is Captain America, the number 41. This is him from The Winter Soldier. Probably second favorite movie out of all of the recent Marvel movies. I loved that movie, so I had to have this one. I think this box is in great condition, and out of all the Funko Pops, this one, this line of Pops was probably my favorite that I've seen in terms of variety, and kind of the collection overall of how they changed Cap from different variants for this line. I think is probably the best that Funko's ever done. And this Funko Pop is super well made. It is very heavy compared to any other pop in my collection. It's crazy. I don't know what they made it out of compared to the other ones, but it is extremely heavy. So staying in that same vein of Captain America Pops, we'll move up to the next one, which is Captain America Winter Soldier again, the Barnes & Noble exclusive black and white. So that is awesome right there. I love the colorless addition to that. I think it's fitting of Cap, who is, you know, an old superhero, almost set back in, you know, that setting of, well, like World War II, I believe is what they set, you know, had that setting around. So I think this fit perfectly. This box is also in great condition, and so was super excited when I was able to get a good deal on this. Now this one goes out of, so actually I'll keep it in line with the caps and then I'll go to the last one, but this is my creme de la, or my Hope Diamond of the group, and I love this pop. This is for sure probably top this is probably top 3 out of all my collection. But this is the Toy Matrix Unmasked Captain America from Winter Soldier as well. And so that is incredible. I love this pop. I just love the design. I love the way that they made the unmasked version of him. I think they did it better than some of the other unmasked versions of pops that I've seen. And to have this one in the collection, I've got it in this very thick armor shield pop box. Nothing's going to happen to it. This thing is in perfect condition. There's nothing wrong with it. and this is the one out of all of them. Like, if I had to choose, I'm picking this one out of my Marvel collection. I have Captain America, the 219 one from the very first Captain America movie. So this one is the Emerald City Comic-Con exclusive. It was 2017, and there's two versions of this. There's the shared exclusive, and then the one from the actual con. So this is the different version, which is the one from the con, which is much more rare. You don't see this one as often as you see the shared exclusive, but in my opinion, this is one of the coolest pops in terms of detail. I mean, they put so much detail in this pop. I'm going to try and get you guys a better view of it. I'm trying my best here, but the detail on this pop, with his goggles, to the way that they designed his belt, his shield, the scratches on it, very similar to the movie. They did an amazing job. It's another one that is in perfect condition. Nothing wrong with it. No nicks, no scratches, just awesome. So I got one more pop to show you. I wanted to keep it like Captain America theme, even though this goes in line with the Winter Soldier movies. I wanted to keep Captain America and then show this one as well, which is also from the Winter Soldier, which is the masked version of Winter Soldier. So they have an unmasked and a masked version of him from that line. I had the unmasked as well prior to this. I just really like the masked version much better. So I ended up selling the unmasked, paid like 10, 15 additional dollars to get this on top of that, and added this one to the collection. That he's probably my top 3 villains in the Marvel movie. Might be top 3 in a majority of superhero. I just loved him as a character. I thought it was awesome the way he first showed up on the highway. So super excited to have him in the collection as well. And that's the last one, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Something a little different, showing you some things I have in my current collection, but also things that I think people are very interested to see, because these what I consider Marvel Grails are something that a lot of people try to get, are sought after pops, and I wanted to be able to show you guys today because I think they're some of the best design pops out there as well, and I love the nostalgia behind each one of them, at least for me. So if you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed seeing some of the current collection that I have, please leave a comment, please like, and I'll continue to do more of those. All right, peace out, my flockers.